Hi everyone, this is Dr. Madhuri from Team MDS Conquer. Now we'll see the pharmacological aspect of the local anesthetics, and it is very important in the pharmacology for the basics paper 1 as we use this local anesthesia agents in our daily clinical practice. So this is the contents of this video and even the continued contents. So coming to the terminologies, in introduction you can write like analgesia, elimination of the pain, whereas general anesthesia, elimination of pain along with the loss of consciousness. Local anesthetics are the drugs which upon topical application or local injection will cause reversible loss of sensory perception, whereas local anesthesia is loss of sensation in the circumscribed area of the body caused by the depression of excitation in the nerve endings or inhibition of the conduction process in peripheral nerve. At least you have to mention the definition of local anesthesia in your answer. Then paresthesia, persistent anesthesia, hyperalgesia is increased sensitivity to the pain, dysesthesia is the impairment of sensitivity. And if you take the history of this local anesthetics, the first local anesthetic was cocaine, okay, and the cocaine occurs in abundance in the leaves of cocoa shrub and the first isolated by Niemann. And this Sigmund Freud, he conducted studies in the physiological actions of cocaine, and Karl Kohler introduced the cocaine into clinical practice, whereas Halsted popularized its use in infiltration and conduction block anesthesia. At least write this point. Then coming to the local anesthetics, so when applied locally to the nerve tissue in appropriate concentration, it will block the action potentials, okay. Then this is the classification of the anesthetics, which are injectable anesthetics and the surface anesthetics. Injectable anesthetics again divided into low potency, short duration, intermediate potency and duration, high potency and long duration. Whereas surface anesthetics include soluble and insoluble. And again the second classification based on the chemistry, that is esters and the amines, esters of benzoic acid and parabenzoic acid, and the quinolone is also a group of anesthetics. Then this is the classification of local anesthetic according to the biological site, which includes class A, class B, class C and class D. Class A act on the receptor site on external surface of the nerve membrane, and class B act on the receptor site on internal surface, whereas class C are acting by receptor independent, where agents causing combination of both receptor independent and dependent mechanisms belongs to class D, and these are the examples of those classes. Then coming to the chemistry, actually this basic component consists of a lipophilic portion, intermediate portion and a hydrophilic portion. And this properties of ideal local anesthetics includes it should not be irritating to the tissue, onset of action should be quick, systemic toxicity should be low, relatively free from producing allergic reactions, and duration of action should be sufficient to allow time for the surgical procedure. And it should be soluble in water, it should not deteriorate by heat, should be effective both when injected into tissue and applied topically, and its effect should be completely reversible. So those are the ideal requirements of a local anesthetic. So here you can see the electrochemistry of nerve conduction. You can draw this diagram, that is the resting membrane potential. Here you can see this normal is minus 70 millivolts, and here the firing is minus 50 to minus 60, and in the rapid depolarization case it is plus 40, whereas in repolarization it is minus 60 to minus 90. So here in the resting potential you can see the increased sodium ions into the cell, whereas in firing this potassium is not entered outside of this membrane, whereas here in potential rapid polarization extra amount of Na plus is entered, whereas here in the repolarization Na plus is not entered in the cell. So theories which explain this mechanism of action includes acetylcholine theory, calcium displacement theory, surface charge theory, membrane expansion theory and specific receptor theory. So this acetylcholine theory believes that no acetylcholine involved in the nerve, believed to be involved in nerve conduction. Okay. Calcium displacement theory says that calcium ions get displaced from the receptor site, leading to the binding of the La molecule of the site. Surface charge theory tells that La binds to the membrane of surface and changes the electric potential. And this diagram, it shows the membrane expansion theory. You can draw this diagram. You can see the membrane expansion here intracellularly. Then there is a specific receptor theory. It says that there are specific receptors on the sodium channel, and this La molecule will bind to that specific receptor site, and then the permeability to the sodium is decreased. Then this is the sequence of mechanism. That is, first there will be displacement of calcium ions from the sodium channel, then binding to the La molecule to receptor site, then blockade of sodium channel, decreased sodium conductance, depression in the rate of depolarization, failure to achieve the threshold action potential, lack of development of propagated action potential, leading to the conduction blockade. So these are the sequences of mechanism of action of La. Then the factors which affect the reactions of local anesthetic includes the pKa value, lipid solubility, protein binding, vasodilator activity, and the pH. And finally, the metabolism. These esters are rapidly metabolized by plasma by pseudocholinesterase. And in patients with atypical plasma cholinesterase, the use of esters should link the compounds such as like chloroprocaine should not be used. Why? Because this plasma cholinesterase enzyme is absent, so it will increase the potential for the toxicity. And the local anesthetics with amide are metabolized completely in the liver. In systemic actions on the central nervous system, it can cause sleepiness, lightheadedness, visual and auditory disturbances, muscular twitching, and tonic and clonic convulsions. Then on the cardiovascular system, block the cardiac sodium channels and depresses the pacemaker activity. Whereas on peripheral vasculature, it causes vasodilation, and cocaine blockade of norepinephrine will reuptake causes vasoconstriction. Hematological effects includes the accumulation of metabolite of otolidin, which converts hemoglobin to methemoglobin, and treatment is with methylene blue or ascorbic acid IV. Then on respiratory system, direct relaxation in the low doses, whereas in high doses it produces the respiratory arrest. So those are the actions on the various systems. Then here this table is very important. You have to mention, it gives the recommended maximum dosages in adults, and here you can see this articaine, bupicaine, lidocaine, mepivacaine, and prilocaine. These are the maximum dosages and maximum number of cartridges. And coming to individual thing, prilocaine, this pK is 9.1, whereas pH is 5 to 6.5, and onset is 6 to 10 minutes, metabolized in the plasma. Then lidocaine, pK is 7.9, pH is 6.5. It is very important. You have to mention at least about lidocaine. Onset is 2 to 3 minutes. Vasodilating is less compared to the procaine, and it is metabolized in the liver to monoethyl glycine and xylidine excreted via the kidneys. Then mepivacaine, here this was pH with vasoconstrictor is 3 to 3.5, and pK is 7.6, pH is 4.5. Vasodilating will be mild. Then bupivacaine, here the pK is 8.1, pH is 4.5 to 6, has vasodilating action greater when compared with the lidocaine. Then ethidocaine, its pH is 4.5 and it has no topical anesthetic action. So this is the comparison between the prilocaine HCl and the articaine HCl, like with pKa, pH with vasoconstrictor, onset, metabolism, and vasodilating action. Then coming to the topical or surface anesthesia, it is effect only on the surface of 2 to 3 mm tissue, and it does not contain the vasoconstrictors. So it includes the benzocaine, and these are the properties of the benzocaine. And this is the preparations of the benzocaine. You can mention one or two. And lidocaine base, it is poorly soluble, whereas lidocaine HCl is the water soluble. And here these are the available bases. Then coming to the diclonine hydrochloride, it is used in patients who is sensitive to other LA, soluble in water, and onset of action is very slow. Then tetracaine hydrochloride, its duration of action is 45 minutes and available as aerosol 0.7 mg. Whereas EMLA, this is very important, eutectic mixture of local anesthetic, and it consists of 2.5% prilocaine and lidocaine, can act on the intact skin. Duration of action will be of 1 to 2 hours, and this should be contraindicated in patients with methemoglobinemia and patients who are allergic to the amides. Then these are the contraindications of LA allergy. Drugs to avoid and alternative. LA allergy is there, ester should be avoided, and amides is the alternative. Sulfa allergy is there, articaine should be avoided. Non-sulfur containing LA are the alternatives. For the bisulfite allergy, LA with vasoconstrictors should be avoided, and LA with vasoconstrictors should be alternative. And related contraindications, like in atypical plasma cholinesterase, esters should be avoided. With hemoglobinemia, articaine, prilocaine should be avoided. Liver dysfunction, amide should be avoided. Renal dysfunction, amides or esters. Hypothyroidism, high concentrated vasoconstrictors should be avoided. So those are the pharmacological aspect of local anesthetics, which is very important. At least you have to mention few points for each of the drug, along with the classification and its theories of mechanism. Theories are very important. So these are the references for the video.